Alright, so in today's video I wanted to go over generally playing more consistent. Now, playing consistent is something that many Siege players struggle with, and even I find myself in moments where I don't play consistent, or how I like to be really just playing in general. Now, I've been playing since the beta, so I have about a lot of time, and I've tried many things to help me really get out of a slump, or really just consistently play. So I've seen some people asking me, generally, how do you play consistently? And I figured I'd make a video on it and just explain to you the best tips that I have that I feel really help me play consistent. One thing that I feel always helps me is generally just play like T-hunts before I get on. Now, what I like to do is I like to go into T-hunts for about 30 minutes. You can go in for shorter, you can go in for longer. It's really just up to you. Because if I come from different games, like COD, where there is aim assist, I feel like it just messes me up if I just try and go into a ranked game. So what I do is I blast some music for about 30 minutes. I go into a T-hunt, and I just keep doing it over and over again. You don't need to do it for 30 minutes. That's just me. It takes me more time than usual because I'm on controller and I play on a very high sense. But just do it until you feel comfortable. I would say at least 15 minutes of warming up the T-hunt so you can just readjust your aim and generally build up confidence in your aim, because that's a very big factor by playing consistently. Now, another thing is I will notice if I'm ever playing bad and I don't want to continue to play bad, I have to slow it down. Now, one thing that I feel like always messes me up when I was, like first starting off in Siege, just for a while, was I noticed I was very kill hungry, and that's what kind of messed me up. Now, when you play Siege, you can't really be kill hungry. You have to play the team. You have to really just understand, like, you need to drone everything out. You need to have good comms, just everything like that. If you're ever just feeling you're doing bad, just take it slower. Just know, okay, hold up, let me play this like I'm playing at Invitationals for $1 million. Literally, I swear. Just drone everything out. Because if you get kill hungry and you get too aggressive, you're going to wind up dying. Because you're going to be peeking things that you don't need to be peeking. You're going to die from the spot that if you would just droned it out, even if it's a stupid spot, if you would droned it out, you would know. So I feel like that's what helps me a lot, is just taking everything and just slowing down. Now, another thing I feel helps me is changing my playstyle. Now, generally what I mean by that is if I'm roaming and I'm not doing well and I'm getting picked off right away, or I'm the first pick, now yes, I'll maybe take another round and try something else, which is very, very important. But if I'm really noticing I'm not doing good, I'd be like, alright, somebody else go roam, and just completely change up the playstyle. Just completely. Like, have someone else roam and you go in sight and anchor with an ACOG and just crush and hold angles and just play it to your best ability. Because sometimes, you lose some confidence, which, like I'm going to talk about, is a very big factor in this. And it's the same way if you're anchoring. If you're anchoring, you're not doing anything, and you feel like you're doing bad, and you could do better if you were roaming, switch it up. Just switch up the roaming, and it'll completely switch up your play style, and you'll notice yourself playing consistent more, because you're not really just stuck in the same boat and just constantly like having no confidence and just not really being able to do what you should be doing. Now, one main factor that is huge in Siege that people don't really talk about is the confidence and just mental game in Siege. Now, what I mean by this is if you aren't playing with confidence, you're just going to do bad. And something that I'm still working on myself, as I have many times when I just don't play with confidence and I wind up doing bad, and that's why I have to just play better and play with more confidence. Now, if you are nervous and your aim is just going to start to get bad, if you see somebody you're versing that's really good, or somebody you don't want to lose to them, you're going to get nervous, you're going to play bad. Not necessarily, but generally speaking, if you get nervous, it will mess up your aim, or you just won't think clearly. You just kind of have like a blackout moment, which happens to me a lot too, which is my number one thing I'm working on right now, because I have a really bad anxiety. So I notice my confidence, or I get really nervous very easily. So the best way to do this is just believe that you are going to get to a gunfight and you are going to win it no matter what. That is what I have been doing recently. I have been just blocking out who I'm versing, what I'm doing. I have been just taking it up and just saying I'm going to win this gunfight no matter what. Now, that being said, that does not mean peak everything, because that will get you nowhere. But I'm just saying, if you're going to get into a gunfight, like no matter what, just say, alright, I'm going to win this gunfight no matter what, and truly have confidence. Now, the way I build up confidence is even go into like casual, get a couple kills real quick. I kind of like build up like you feel like you're a god. You just slam some golds, silvers, or anything. You know what I mean? Just feel confident. When you get that confidence and you go into ranked, it helps significantly. Trust me. Like, if I feel I'm gonna win this gunfight no matter what, I truly win these gunfights no matter what. Like, unless I'm dying some really, really good, but like I just am having confidence. And that's another thing. Confidence will deplete if you start to lose, which is something you have to not focus on. Don't focus on the score. If you're like, oh, I'm playing bad, I'm losing 0-3, it doesn't matter. Just focus on this round. Don't look at the score. Focus on this round. Just say, okay, I'm gonna get a kill this round. I'm gonna do something different this round. We're gonna win this round. We're gonna play it round by round. That is how you do it, like in general, for every game you play in Siege. Because if you don't have confidence, you're not gonna play well. And like I said, consistently, you're not gonna play well. It's gonna throw you off. So that's why the number one thing, like I said, is confidence. Just don't look at the score. Don't get kill hungry. Does not matter. Just play everything round by round and take it slow. Now, this goes out to the people who play like a stack. I know some people play solo, which sometimes I do as well, but I feel this changes everything. Now, I play in a pretty good stack, but I find myself in certain stacks where it's very toxic. And if you're in a toxic stack, your aim and everything and your confidence and just everything just gets thrown off because people are yelling at you. You know, there's so much, you just aren't focused. You're more focused on the argument that you're in, or you don't want to mess up, so you don't want to get nervous, which internally just makes you just like mess up. Which is why you have to find like a good stack generally that isn't toxic. And if you put yourself in that type of stack, you will play significantly better. Like there's certain stacks that I play with that I'll go off on, but then there's other stacks because, like I said, I really get anxiety and I get nervous. I play terrible in. Like I literally just don't play with certain people because I know that I'm going to play terrible. That's something I'm working on right now, which is another thing. Like I said, just learn not to care, just focus on the game and play it slower. And that's something I'm like every Siege player is working on. Just playing consistently. So, like I said, these are the best ways I feel to play consistently. Overall, play, confidence for every gunfight, no matter what. Just think, okay, I'm gonna win this gunfight. Practice your aim and T hunts before you get on. This is I'm not kidding. I do not play ranked unless I'm practicing for at least 30 minutes, listening to music. Another thing, like I said, change your play style when needed. If you're roaming, doing bad, go and anchor. If you're anchor, doing bad, go and roam. Just change it up because it needs to build some confidence, kind of restart it and refresh yourself. Another thing is take every round slow and drone it out. Trust me, do not get kill hungry. Nobody cares about how many kills you have. Like I said, if they do, get out of that stack or just ignore them. Just play everything slowly and I promise you, you will get the kills. They will eventually come to you if you play it smart. Don't overpeak, play it slow. Just take everything slow. Please, trust me, it really helps. And another thing, like I said, just find a stack with good vibes. If you have good vibes, it truly, truly helps you when you play this game. Now, generally, that's like the most that I feel like I can really give tips on. It's just, like I said, improve. Just keep practicing, and you will see improvement. But I hope that you did like this video. If you did, leave a like, drop a comment. Let me know if you want other videos, like other tip videos. I don't know what else. Like, I'm kind of running out of ideas for tip videos. So just let me know what you feel that you need help with, and I will make a video on it, I promise. But I hope you enjoyed. We're almost 6K, so drop a sub. Peace.